What's up, people? I know I'm not in my usual practice room location doing this video. Right now, I am on my way to Santa Barbara to do a video for a record that I did with this artist, Anto. We did a record with her like a few months ago, and now we're just working on some video stuff, video productions for her promotions. But that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is to give you guys a little career advice and a little story to go along with it. A story that's a true story, actually. Something that happened to me in the early stages of my bass career. And I want to share this with you guys. And hopefully you guys will take from some mistakes that I've made. And you won't make the same mistakes. And that you guys can, you know, be better musicians and better business people. When I was around 16, 17 years old, by that time I've only been playing bass for like 4 years. Still pretty much a beginner, but I was surrounding myself with a lot of people that were better than me. And it put it put me in a lot of situations where I had to step up my game. I had to play. I had to really, you know, step it up to live up to the crowd that I was hanging around at the time. I was hanging around a lot of professional musicians. And I got a call to do a record. This producer was flying from LA. I was living in Memphis, Tennessee at the time. This producer was flying from LA, and he was about to get ready and do a record on this singer. And this singer was kind of a singer that was building a name for himself. He was on that show Star Search. If you guys don't know what Star Search was the American Idol in the 90s. So if you won first place on Star Search, it was kind of a big deal back then. So he won first place on Star Search, but he wanted to come to Memphis to do a record and put a band together. So I got the call. I got recommended to do the record. And the kind of music it was kind of like soul music, soul, bluesy, feel good music. And because he was like a soul singer, soul R&B singer. So what we did was, like I said, they got me to come to the studio for the first time and meet the singer. And I met the producer and everything. And at that time, I was working at Wendy's. And I remember going to the studio and meeting all these guys with my Wendy's uniform on. So I think I was on my way to work or something, or just getting off or something like that. And I still had on my Wendy's uniform. And they were looking like, dude, what are you doing? You're like here in a Wendy's uniform. But I was like, whatever, man. You know, I got to hustle. You know, I was a teenager then. So I was all about trying to make money and just do stuff back then. So I still am now. So I meet the guys, I meet the singer, I meet the producer, and they heard me play. And they was like, good, we're going to put you on the record. So I was like, cool. So at that time, that was a big thing for me. I'd never done a professional record like that before. I'd never done a record where, you know, it was in a professional situation where, you know, I'm working with professional people, professional singers and producers. That was kind of my first experience doing it. And I learned a lot from that experience. And so we did the record. And before the record even came out, we were already getting opportunities to do big shows and big concerts and things like that because of the singer. The singer was kind of a big deal. I'm not going to call his name. I don't want to put his name out there like that, although he already kind of did some stuff on his own without my help in a bad way. So I'm going to refer to him as the singer. So we did the record. And before the record even came out, we were already getting hit up to do things, do shows and things like that. So word got out that the singer put a band together. He did a record with this young band in Memphis, Tennessee. Somehow, I don't know how this happened, but somehow the president at the time, Bill Clinton, he wanted us to play at his Democratic convention. So, which was a huge thing for me because around that time, that's when I graduated high school. I graduated when I was around 18. And I remember a few months after we graduated, they flew us to LA from Memphis, Tennessee to do the show, to do the gig. So I remember them telling me, hey man, you know, we got a call to do the National Democratic Convention, this, that, and the other. You know, we want you to join the band to be to be the, you know, the bass player. I was like, yeah man, heck yeah, I do that. You know, I never done anything like that before. So I went ahead and joined the band, and you know, stuff started to kind of take off, right? So the time come for us to do the you know, the National Democratic Convention, year 2000. And I remember me flying in LA, and as soon as we got, like, you know, within viewing distance of the city from the plane, I remember seeing all the lights and the buildings, because at that time I was born and raised in Memphis, Tennessee, so I never really seen things like that before. And I mean, I live in Los Angeles now, but back then I just only seen LA on television, so I never experienced it, you know, in real life. And I remember thinking like, wow man, like I can't believe like I'm actually in Los Angeles getting ready to do a gig for the government, right? So I'm thinking like, this is like, you know, I made it pretty much. I'm thinking like, dude, this is it. Like I've made it. Soon as we got off the plane, we started getting hit up to do press. So as soon as we walked off the plane, we started doing press, because of course press is going to want to know who is in town playing for like a big high profile gig like that. So word started to get around that, oh yeah, this soul band from Memphis, Tennessee is in LA. And then I remember getting invited to like some Hollywood type parties. And I was seeing all these people walking around that I would see on TV. I was seeing like Chris Tucker and all these people. And I'm like, dude, like I watch these people's movies and I, you know, listen to their music and stuff like that. Now I'm like kind of hanging with these people now. And like I said, I'm 18. I'm literally right out of high school, 18 years old. Never experienced anything like this before. So what I didn't know was that behind all of this, our lead singer head was getting bigger, 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 and bigger. So he was becoming more of a narcissist. He was becoming more self-entitled. And I didn't realize this until the day of the actual gig that we got flown to do. So the actual gig day came for us to play for the government. And the day of the gig, the lead singer comes to us and tells us that, hey, you know, he doesn't want to do the gig because he wants more money. Okay, guys, you don't handle your business the day of the gig, right? You handle all your business before you agree to do the gig. Whatever it is, studio sessions, whatever. You handle your business before you agree. You don't agree and then try to handle business. It doesn't work like that. But in this singer's mind, he's the lead singer. He won Star Search. He's doing all these things. He deserves to get paid more money the day of the gig. So the band, we all decided we was going to do the gig without him. We was like, you know what? We're just going to do this without him, and we'll try to square all this stuff up later. We get to the actual venue, right? So we're on stage setting up and all that and going through security and Secret Service, dogs sniffing my bass and all this stuff. We get to the venue. This lady walks up to us while we're on stage, like setting up and things like that and sound checking. She walks up to us and she knew all of our names. I didn't know who she was. I'd never seen her before, but I knew she was someone important because she knew all of us. And she walks up to us and she said, you know, where is the singer? What she called his name. Where is the singer? And we're like, oh, you know, he wants more money. You know, he doesn't want to do the gig. He wants to get paid more money. And not really realizing what I was really saying. And we're literally telling this lady that's obviously someone important that, oh yeah, we knew that you flew us to LA and put up all this money and all this, but you know, one of our band members decided at the last minute that he doesn't want to do the gig because he's worth more now because he's done all these things. So that's what we were really saying. She looks at us and she says, if, you know, the singer, which she called his name, if he doesn't have his ass here in 20 minutes, all of your careers are over. She looked me in my eyes and said that too. All of your careers are over. That's what she said. Now, it did not register in my head that the government was literally threatening to end my career. That didn't register in my head until a few minutes later. So at this time, I'm like, oh crap. My career is about to be over. This lady is about to erase me. She's about to get ready and erase my career, all because of the actions of someone else. So because I was a part of the band, I was in the crew, in that circle at that time, that almost ended my career, right? So, of course, we get on the phone, we curse out the singer, every curse word in the book. We was like, look, dude, get your butt here now. I want to keep it YouTube friendly. Get your butt here now, or you're done. You are done. It's not coming from me. This is coming from the government. You are done if you don't have your butt here now. He gets there, and it's the most awkwardest thing. We do the show. It is so awkward. And we get through all of that. Right? After the show, I literally quit the band. I said, I'm out. I'm done. I'm 18 years old. And even I could see that right there was going to go downhill really quick. I said, I'm done. So after I get to Memphis, you know, I realized, I'm like, oh crap. I just made a lot of money too in the process. Because at that time, it was more money than I've ever made. Well, at the time, I was dating a stripper. Right? Don't ask me why. I don't know why. Actually, I do know why. She was a hot stripper. But at the time, I was dating a stripper. And my dumb butt went over her house and bragged to her that I just made all this money. Oh my God, I went to LA and I did all this and I made all of this money. And I think I showed her the money. Don't you know that the next day, her baby daddy came and robbed me. Yeah, baby daddy robbed me. And she acted as if she didn't have anything to do with it. I never got my money back. I almost lost my life. And she went off with him. A very happy ending to this story. So this is what I want you guys to get from this story. First of all, don't do business the way that our lead singer did. And if you date a stripper, don't brag about how much money you're making. You know, and especially if she got crazy baby daddies running around robbing people. Because this is exactly what happened to me. Thank you guys for watching. By the way, this is a true story. I'm not making none of this up. This is a true story. And I hope you guys learned something from this. Peace.